Hi guys, welcome to another exciting episode of the Real Talk podcast, proudly brought to you by C-Max. My name is Naomi.
I'm Julius.
And we both welcome you to today's episode of the Real Talk podcast. We are both your hosts for today.
And today we are joined by two amazing guests who are currently serving the nation in the National Youth Scheme. And here with us is...
My name is Kelechi.
And seated right beside me is a young, vibrant man in the person of...
Moses.
Welcome, Moses. Good morning. Kopa Wiwi. Now welcome.
Kopa sure.
Kopa Sean.
Sure. Nigeria property.
Na federal government bikino.
Government property. You guys are the latest hot cake.
Federal government Pekin. If you cause problem, you think they will come to your head?
They will.
They play.
Oh, yeah, try
They
it.
play my sister.
and they are the hot cake in the nation right now.
So it's not
Okay,
easy.
and today we'll be discussing a very exciting topic, a very engaging one for that matter.
The impact of 77,000 allowance increment. Is it a positive effect or a negative effect in current?
We first kickstart with the very first thought on your mind. We both know that recently the federal government increased the allowance from 33k to 77k, which we are both aware of. So I've been wondering, and we want to ask you, what do you think, like this increment of allowance, like when you got to hear of it, like what was your reaction? How did you feel about it? That from 33k bounced to 77. Before it started, like there was rumor that they will increase this allowance, they will increase this, they will
Like
increase
8
this.
months before.
I know you guys must have been anticipating. Are you not anticipating that they will increase that 77?
Actually.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that was even the period a lot of persons want to go to service. Do you get
Exactly.
Because a lot of persons do not want to serve.
Exactly.
But as they mentioned, okay, we are increasing from 33 to a lot of
77.
persons. I remember then there was a friend that wanted to register. And it's more like registration is now competition.
Yeah.
Do you get? They keep shifting people to different batch just because it's now 77,000.
77,000.
So that's our question.
Everybody wants to serve now. So you that is already serving, when they increased the allowance from 33k to 77, what was your reaction? How did you feel?
The implementation, right?
Yeah, yes.
Amazing.
Just amazing. Just amazing. It did not change your life. And look at how you're glowing. Are you glowing like this?
This amazing. Do you mean in a positive way or like?
Is it the amazing? There are so many things attributed to it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Initially, when I wanted to do my own registration, I was hearing the rumors. Oh, federal government wants to implement 77k allowance. I was like, oh wow. And then the funny thing was that I just did not have an imagination of what NYSC entails. So, the little savings I had that time, I was like, nothing spoil. Maybe they go after camp.
That's when the real life starts. That's when you use your eyes and see shaking.
That time they used to say Corpers used to trek a lot. But now, Corpers, you see them flying bags, booking rides
You get.
up and down.
Then I was like, oh, we were like, okay, anticipating. The first salary came in from camp. They were like 33k. I was like, wow, okay, maybe. And the funny thing, so many people were like, this 33k, they'll still pay us another one before we leave camp. And so,
That time.
Really?
so a couple of persons were spending. Then after camp,
Okay.
that first month after camp, oh my God, it wasn't funny. And then the funny thing is, for me, this 77k is, would I say, like you pouring water into an ocean? Okay. It's good to an extent. Yes, because to an extent now, there's some things that before now, a couple of us corpers couldn't get to do, but now we can be comfortable enough to do. It's not like the 77k is going anywhere, but it's like a relief. But it's not going anywhere, but it's a relief.
They tried,
Right.
right? Because I can see that you're glowing. It's showing on you. Even this, our uncle here.
You are.
Yeah, see,
You know how people do before NYSC and after NYSC? It does not show effect on you.
No, my
you're
dear.
still full,
Nah.
I don't have body like this, so if this
Check
is what
inside.
it entails to be a copper here and you still have body, my God, I think that would be a relief for me too.
No.
All right, how about you, Moses?
Actually, I was so excited
excited.
Especially
right?
when I saw the alert 77.
You show by your
we-
phone. Your heart first fly.
Actually, I normally budget for to budget ahead, and immediately I saw the alert. Everything changed. I changed my budget. My plans changed positively. So that's some 7 and
You actually
good
went a
shot.
long way.
yeah.
So before the 77K, you were you like comfortable? Were you feeling well on that 33K? You know 33K, managing 33K within a month. How were you able to feed and all? Were you feeding well that time? Because if you weren't feeding well, that means this 77K contributed to your feeding aspect. You know.
Actually, to me, that time I wasn't that dependent on.
Okay, the
Allah
33K.
way.
Oh,
Yes.
that's nice. It's true. So
You
that
get
is
it.
nice.
There are categories to this copper stuff. There are people that are not even depending
Obviously,
on.
he's
and
Ababola.
No, not like I'm not depend fully.
Okay,
Not that I'm not
Alawi.
depend. Yeah, not fully.
Okay. So you were actually like serving. Okay, not like you were. You are actually serving because you want to serve and
just
like
finish it at
to
once,
finish it
yeah.
up. Not like you're interested in this. They allow.
I think Casey
It's
said
nothing to
she
him.
also said something like that before she left, that you have your money already.
No, the money I had was for camp. I beg for camp.
How do you not plan for life after camp? I mean,
I don't know about him, but on behalf of Corpers, who received 33K, I can comfortably tell you that. You see loan apps.
yeah.
They know our name, our next of kin, their date of birth. They know their genotype and everything. Because loan apps became our paddy.
Yeah.
You will borrow from one loan app to settle the other debts.
Oh,
before the next
perfect. Come become with a friend.
Yes.
We have many of. I can even recommend you to a few. If you're interested. So you get.
Come ambassador for this.
I swear, at this point they should come and meet me. I'm very good in advertisement.
So what people do is you borrow to
My
make
brother, I'm
ends
telling
meet,
you,
and
when
then
they-
for the next month you
when
now
they-
pay back.
Pay Guinea. When they pay Alawi that week you don't finish.
You don't finish.
The next week you
That's
borrow from
for
one
the
loan.
33,000,
The
right?
33,000
Oh,
you borrow
no.
from one loan app. When those ones are holding, you borrow from another one to settle
pay
those
them.
ones. You get. So when Alawi now comes in, you settle one or two.
Wow.
Oh my God! You see this?
Like I'm just even getting to hear this now.
Oh.
Like so you borrow from one loan app and borrow from other people to pay them
pay
back.
off.
Pay them back.
Wow.
Make-
This strategy, oh,
Before
like
uncle, man must survive. Oh.
wow.
Must.
But actually, I do not support that. But it's not possible for you to just come and serve and depend on that. Like you were aware that they normally give us 33 every
Everybody
month.
knew.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how it doesn't sound normal to me that you are going for NYC, you leave your work. Like some of us we have what we're doing then. Like going to another state, you have to go and start over and like another new life. And with that 33, you should know that you can never cope.
Yeah, you can't cope.
Yes, like
The thing
You
is,
have another
I think the
house.
thing that contributed to this thing the most
Yeah.
is the economy rise. You know, before they implemented this 33K this thing, I think that time it was new. Core members were still able to fend for
The
themselves
cost of
because
living wasn't as high.
as high as
it
of
is
now.
Yes.
Sure.
So
Technically speaking,
this-
technically speaking, what 33,000 can afford, maybe a year before now.
now,
There's 77,000 too cannot even
Cannot even
comfortably
afford it.
Do you get?
as of the time they were paying 19,500,
500,
he could afford a bag of rice then
Yes.
Exactly,
and more.
you get.
Even the 17K now cannot afford a bag of rice. I think
No, you can't.
it's over 80, 90K, right?
Yes, they're about
So-
a bag of rice now.
But still, we can still thank them because I mean, look at these core members. They are glowing.
Telling you, like,
They are glowing.
just touching you, right?
You see,
my God.
I think people should come and have a taste of NYSC.
Ah.
Then probably you know if your narrative will change.
That time don't go.
With
Make una
47
enjoy.
for 77K,
Make una because of
please,
77K.
taste of NYC. Like, is anything is acting in this program?
So
Like,
that's true.
to come and have a
aside
taste,
the 77K, is there really anything fun to say? Like,
Is it based on 7?
yeah.
Yeah, for me personally, I'm someone that believes in the best sort of connection you could get is networking, getting to know people. So, and I feel that NYSC provides that platform where you get to meet people from different tribes and all of that. You get to learn a lot from the people you've interacted with, and then you get to build connection. So that is it. That's the best part of NYSC for me.
So you're saying that is their vision?
That's not NYSC vision. It's my vision for my life.
Okay, for your life.
Yes, and I have been working towards it.
You know, lots of people used to ask, what is even the essence of NYSC?
Of NYSC.
Like, cancel NYSC. I mean, judging from what you just said now, I think it's part of the vision at which NYSC was being built on. So you cannot like entirely cancel it.
All right, taking us to the next question. So, remember this 17,000 was when it came on board first that there was going to be an increment.
Yeah.
It took like several months before the implementation of it.
Yeah.
Now, we could all remember a certain core member, a Lagos State core member, named Ryan, who called out the Lagos State government and the federal government over the high cost of living in Lagos State and all that, which now prompts. Yeah, I think it's so, but I wouldn't know better. So, does that ranting prompt the government to implement it, or it was just the perfect time?
I would say it's both, because I feel the current day in Nigeria now, a couple of the youths are up and doing when it comes to voicing out their opinions.
Okay.
And to an extent, the Nigerian government now are people who hate drama, unnecessary drama. And they knew very, very well that with her coming out on social media to rant about it, and then coupled with the fact that she started getting threats, they knew that if it wasn't handled immediately, it was going to cause like a social uproar amongst the youths, and it would be very difficult to contain.
Okay.
So I'm going to say her ranting and all of that, if I will use the word ranting, was very, very, in fact, it was the perfect instrumental and the perfect timing.
And the fact that they listened to her, right?
Exactly. Because before she came out to talk about it, I mean, promises have been made even before I registered for NYSC. Even while I was still serving, promises every time. Even during the orientation camp, they said it. The federal government, they're working towards this. And then even when we came out, there was still nothing up until she did what she did. And wherever she is, God will definitely bless her. Because she has saved lives.
Wow.
She has.
You know,
She has
you guys
definitely
should
done that.
really, immediately you guys receive that 77K. Like, you guys are ungrateful.
They should pay tithe to her, like
Remove that 7K on top of that 70K and send to Rai. She's trying for you guys, yo.
She deserves it. You get, and that was a great risk that she took.
Very, very.
Do you get, because I heard
Yeah.
the LGI also was looking for her, and then the state coordinator, everybody were looking for her.
I mean, there were leaks of voice notes. When they
Yeah.
called
And she
her on
posted
phone
the
and they were like
evidence
threatening
online,
her.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
That
she
was
did.
really, really
Tough
tough for her.
It was, yeah, definitely.
will you have taken that cost if you are in her position?
I was in a position. No comments.
No comment. See, you even went to a stream. Like, you know, she started this 30 days rant. You know, you can come.
Yes, that was really.
Ask her if she did it.
Did you participate?
Did you
in it?
participate in it?
Well,
Uh-huh.
what can I say? I'm not the social media kind of person.
Sir, what's right? Did you think you can like have the courage to do that?
Or let it just slide.
I can never. I
But
can
you all know
never.
that was a sacrifice on her part.
Yes.
Do you know at the end of the day, you will have finished this service and then you will never have benefited from this?
Honestly, I'm going to
And
agree
I
with
believe
that.
persons from home or your friends have started billing you that, okay, before they implemented it, I know people might have been seeing, because I remember everybody in the society assumed that Corpers were receiving 77,000 before
Right.
the payment. You
I
get-
even thought they already started
Honestly,
receiving
I
it,
thought
you
so,
know.
and it
because
was
Nothing, I'll ask them. I thought you are receiving 77.
Okay, show me love, Nat. You get.
Guy.
And it was very annoying at that time, because imagine me wanting to go out and then I'm trying to like pick bike or korobe, and then you're overcharging me. Then when I will talk, you'll be like, no, be you they chop 77K. Like, it was so annoying.
And that time when they check
with the whole frustration.
I check pass.
With the whole frustration.
Okay. I want to ask this question. With the cost of living in our society today, do you think the 77K that they are paying you guys now, it's enough to live as a core member?
It's not though.
It's
My
not.
own opinion is not.
The 77K.
Yeah, it's not, because you're going to talk about house rent, food stuff, water bill, light bill, and then for the females, you make your hair, your toiletries, you get clothes, you do this.
It's not for a female.
Yes.
Probably to be enough for the guy, especially
Yeah,
those ones. Those ones that
Those
don't request on
things,
NYSC.
most of them just
It's enough for you now.
You know.
Moses, let's hear from you.
Exactly.
Actually, it's not enough.
It's not enough for you. Nah. You know that you
It's not-
earlier mentioned
Even
the fact that
if they are paying 200,000,
to not
it
be
won't be enough.
uncle.
And the more the money,
Well,
like
you
the
make
more the
them
budget.
cancel
That's
every-
the more the money,
every
the more the budget.
But you said you live on budget, right?
Yeah.
You said before this that you used to calculate your budget, what
Exactly.
you spend, and all
Uh-huh.
that. So I believe if you are living on budget with a 3,000 and your extra income per se, and then if someone can come on board, you should be able to. You said you even increase your planning, right?
Your
You
planning
increase-
now.
So
Yeah, that's
it should
like
be-
the more the money, the more the budget. Like
Yeah.
Okay, actually,
once they start
big
As
man,
a,
big
as a
trouble.
core member, there is nothing like
Yes,
big man.
then
And
you
you should
get-
not let your budget exceed. What are you planning for as a core
Exactly.
member? What are
Eh?
you planning? No, like
But-
he had his budget then, 33K. He said the more the money, the more the problem. That means the more the money, the more the portion of food.
No,
Big
if
man,
you
big
were
problem.
chopping
The more the
bombo,
clothes you want
if you were chopping bombo with 33K, you increase it to beef.
Okay, no, you go talking. It's talking that you
No,
increase
turkey
to-
will come later. Increase to beef, from beef chicken, from chicken turkey. You know, you balance the equation. No.
So, like you guys are really having the best of life with this NYSC.
Honestly, me, I want to serve.
How can a
oh.
cop- I'm telling you.
serve
How
you.
can a copper? Well, we should be talking about eating egg. You are eating chicken as a
Chicken,
copper.
turkey,
chicken woo.
They ball, oh,
I
coppers
think
they ball.
You want us to get kwashiorkor because we are serving Nigeria? It's balanced diet now. You
Well,
must
I
have
think you guys
protein.
deserve
we
it.
should-
Government speaking. I mean, if they call you government speaking,
We should applaud the
Should
government
come-
because the government is definitely taking care of coppers very well, right?
Okay,
Very well.
nice one. Because say we no get family. Abi. So you don't know that even with this 7K, our family will still once in a while just, oh yeah, you take this one.
Wow.
So
Oh, so family still bills you on 17.
no, they don't. No, my own family they don't bill
Okay,
me.
but family bills other person. kind
Yeah,
of
I know
coppers.
quite a few. Yes, that
Wow.
maybe.
So let's say 77,000, and you are sending kind of 20K to the family, and you still have to sort out your bills, maybe lightning, transportation, gas, your basic things. And this money no go anywhere.
Yeah,
go
It
anywhere.
no go anywhere. I tell
No go
you
anywhere.
because
go anywhere.
these guys they
Okay.
suffer.
That's why I say it's
Well.
not possible for you to just depend on them.
Exactly.
Just depend on
Exactly.
So will you advise someone coming in to either pick a job or stay on a job while serving, or you could leave your job or whatever you are doing in service? Will you sacrifice what you are doing for NYSC?
No, I feel you should plan yourself well. Oh. Don't just come because you're expecting to get a good PPA and all of that. You get breakfast though if you're hoping on the fact that PPA will pay you. Because the truth is, so many PPAs don't pay well, and then the few that pay, they are just few. So if you have any skill or whatever you are doing at home, you need to plan yourself well. If it's for you to work out the money, or it's for you to go for NYSC and still be working, perfect. But please don't leave your source of income of NYSC because 77K will not take you anywhere, honestly.
So it's not worth the risk.
Since the increment of this 77K, there's been a question on my mind. Have you noticed any sudden change in people's treatment towards core members? You guys, for instance, like it can be family, it can be neighbors,
Marketplace,
marketplace. Like, have you
transporters.
noticed any? If you go to the market now that they've increased, everybody knows that they are paying you 77K. Have you noticed any change in behavioral change towards you as a core member receiving the 77K?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Actually,
What has
although it wasn't that much on my own side, depending on the environment you are living, sha.
Okay, so if you go to the market, like what kind of, now that they are paying you, when they were paying you 33K, there was a way, and they know that you're a cop. If you wear khaki to
Yes,
market,
yes.
they know they're paying you 33K. You'll be like, it's 33K that I'm receiving. Say this in 10 naira for me. Now they are paying you 77. If you price that in 10 naira with your khaki, this thing, what is their behavior towards you? What do you think? Like, I want to know.
Actually, whenever I want to go and buy things like that, I don't normally go with khaki.
You don't normally go to
Yeah, I go mufti. And
nobody knows
So
you're a core
nobody knows
member.
you're a
No,
copper.
nobody.
I swear.
and also,
Nobody knows. When you're going for CDS and call those Okada men that used
CDS.
to yes.
CDS, yeah.
Or
Or clearance, monthly clearance.
no, I don't normally buy things like that. I'll go in the evening,
I
maybe early
swear.
in the morning. Like
That's a
it won't be
very
that
smart move.
that my CDS day. Yes, because I know the costs.
Wow,
Like
this strategy,
this
Yes.
thing.
get.
Because it's as if once they see khaki, they will lose. See Nigerian logo. Ooh, you are a gunner.
Well, I felt people should be even more considerate to coppers
Members.
than exploiting them. Do you get?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a copper. Where are you going to? Let me just drop
Let me
you.
drop you off.
not
You
in the
get?
environment.
Not as.
Don't fully aware that
not
they
other way
are
around.
struggling.
No,
Yeah.
the truth is, most of my friends who are serving in the villages, they get this privilege a lot.
Okay,
Even
so
most of them,
location-wise
yes,
now.
location
Wow.
matters. Because I know of one, a very good friend of mine, during December, a parent, or rather, a couple of parents, they gifted her foodstuffs, even cash and all of that. Yes, she's a teacher. She's working in a school. And then apart from that, even the community where she's serving, most times her neighbors around, they might just give her, maybe they'll go to farm, tell her, oh yeah, take plantain, take yam. Like she's
Wow.
getting those things. But for here, where I'm serving,
Well,
nah.
I think
You-
character matters too. That your
well-
friend must have been like a very jovial
Yes,
and
nah, me,
and
as,
a
as I know
this-
get good character now.
I don't know now. I don't know because we have people.
Child.
I think this thing is two ways because you can't eat your cake and have it.
Yes.
That's the village life. Can you survive there? Good.
Nah.
If I have village now,
That's more like a compensation for her.
Yes,
that you're in a
yes.
village, you are not having the city life and all that, so you get to benefit from this. But if you want to be in the city, you leave the city life, you spend the money.
City is not easy. Oh.
That's it. So you spend the money in the city.
Exactly.
Not as fair.
I'm telling you, when you go to market, once they see you, copper. You go to say that they call you copper because they want to be friendly. Nah, lie. Do you know the shocking thing? I think 2-3 weeks ago, I went to the market. I wanted to get insecticide for my room. So when I got there, so obviously the woman knows that I'm a copper because it was after my CDS. She was just looking at me. She was like, copper, come, I give anything you want. So me, I went there. I was like, Mama, how far now? I want to buy so and so brand. She was like, it's 5,000. I look at her. I said, okay, I'm coming. So the next day I went to work. Something took me out to go and buy something at my PPA. I just branched. I saw the same product I wanted to buy. I went there, asked the man, so how far? How much is this? He told me 3.5.
Well, you're not on khaki, right?
I wasn't on khaki. I just shook
the
my head.
difference.
people
It's like a
need
magic.
to stop doing this. Once they see a core member,
You want
they
to
should just
trust
have
them.
this notion that this person is struggling, this person is trying to survive. I mean, if they're paying them 77, does that mean that 77 is the same? It's same as 1 million? No,
Because
it's
70K
not.
is just the minimum wage. 70,000 is the
It is.
minimum wage. So that means every other government worker or official is earning
Higher.
not less. Yes, good. Not less than 70,000. So it's not like it's one bag of money that you
Like
should be
you.
exploiting coppers out there.
Yeah.
It's not funny. I don't think it is because it's people that are serving that can really tell the impact it has on them.
Because most times they'll even ask you, what are you doing with the money? No be to chop food.
No be to chop food.
Really?
That
I
food
don't
wey you
have
want
the-
chop, how you want
Exactly.
take
So I
buy
don't
am?
have life outside food. I don't have responsibilities. And it's very bad. The way they will proudly say it, what are you doing with the money? My brother. So you think I shouldn't like plan ahead? Once the alawi come in, I'll bring out 40K for transport, 30 for feeding. It don't finish. Then I'll just food my hand.
And
Now, obviously, I'm not doing anything with money. Honestly, people need to change that notion.
yeah,
Because as coppers, imagine we are your
Exactly.
kids and we are in a different land and all of that. How would you want your child to be treated?
Yeah, exactly.
Treat us that
That's
same
true.
way. That's the truth.
okay. So these increments in 77K, did it change your notion about NYC? I mean, maybe when you wanted to go for the NYC, you were like, let me just do this. But now that they are paying 77, I mean, they've considered you guys. Does it change your notion? Like, does it change how you feel about NYC in general?
Yeah, I think it does. And one thing I've come to find out to an extent with a few interactions I've had with few NYC officials, they actually care. Yeah, they care.
They care.
Yes, they care.
Yeah, mothers and fathers now.
Yes.
Why wouldn't they?
And the thing is, most LGIs, let me say maybe my own LGI, she has this motherly instinct and all of that.
Right.
And when she's communicating with you, she talks like a mother. I feel that this 7K, it has really, to an extent, shown a good light in the part of the NYSC officials, even the state coordinator. When this 77K they wanted to implement it. We had an emergency meeting with him, and that was a very good move. Like, you addressing the issue,
Like all core members.
in the state, and that was very, very impressive and recommendable. Like, he just spoke to us and was like, okay, don't worry, people should relax. We promise you they'll start paying this money. I mean, come on. And to an extent, even if people wanted to react, for the fact that, because funny enough, people that on a normal day, you will never see them outside. They came for that brief because they wanted to rant.
So they called you guys together just to tell you that they
Yes.
actually care.
Exactly. So on getting there, you're now getting a different vibe from them. It was very, very good. And then it was another opportunity for us to see friends we've not seen in a long while.
After
That's
camp.
nice.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I actually liked it. I feel NYSC, it's a good one on there.
And I feel some LGIs are actually nice, right? Because I heard, I read on social media that the LGI of a certain area called core members and give them bags of
I saw that.
shared
too.
rice,
Yeah,
and
I think it's-
I was like,
spaghetti
wow.
is,
Yeah.
Lagos,
Like,
just for core
wow,
members.
some of them
Yeah.
actually have this motherly and fatherly instincts.
Yeah,
So
they get.
they actually
Exactly.
care.
Too. So
Actually, on my own side, my own AGR and the assistant AGR, they are not like that.
They're not like that.
Yeah, especially when they started paying these 7K of a thing.
Eh.
That time, and when they normally pay this 33K, when you go to CDS twice, and when you want to do your biometric, they will just overlook, okay, at least you came twice. But now, they're not mandating like thrice, 3 times a month, which means like we have to pay for what we are getting.
wait, like if you miss CDS, you pay.
No, like
For clearance.
no, we have to pay the sacrifice of
Okay, like
receiving
they've
that.
doubled
Yes,
everything.
this thing.
Yeah, everything. So
Yes.
they are more strict now, thinking,
Yeah,
okay,
very,
they're
very
paying you
strict.
guys, so you guys should work for your payment. You should show
9:15
up,
now.
you
If I'm
get-
not on ground, you'll be able to write attendance.
That's in for your CDS.
Yes.
Oh wow, you serious?
You are collecting 77K
See,
now.
well, I think the reason why they did that to you guys is because the girl, like you mentioned earlier, came online to rant. So they are like, if you can have the courage to come online and talk about us, okay, people will suffer from it. Una go work. If una go collect this money, una go work.
But funny,
So that's what I
honestly,
feel.
for me, since I've started NYC, I don't think I've ever missed CDS.
Really?
Because my
I mean, you
CDS
shouldn't
is
miss
very
it at
tough.
all as a
Oh.
comment.
Me too,
They are
I
very
don't normally
strict on
miss.
Miss you,
attendance.
okay.
I
Yeah.
never miss.
I don't
Never
miss
miss
CDS. Like three times a month. My CDS is always complete.
Consistency, I
In a
So-
week, how many times you go for CDS?
Is once a
Once a week.
Yes.
So why will they come member miss it?
right.
Maybe the cost
But
of
you're working, so remember you're
TFA.
working Monday to Friday.
yeah.
Okay, Monday to Friday.
You're working every day now, and then the other days for CDS. So it's not like they're not free. You
And
get-
to some people,
Sorry, you said we work 4 days in a week and then 1 day for CDS.
Yeah.
So it's not like we are not free. Chai. Do you know the funny? See, body not be firewood though.
Let's even
Yes,
digress.
sir.
Let's even digress. I saw a core member that was really ranting about PPA and all that. So, do you think PPA are kind of exploiting corpers, like using them more than they are supposed to?
Because
or
you're just serving. Should you be
Yeah.
working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday
as a full-time staff, or
in a week?
just a corper? Do you
You
get?
can't remember.
Talking about this topic, this PPA.
Like I feel you have a lot to unleash on this.
You know the thing about you as a core member having a PPA is for you to get this professional experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in a situation where your PPA, you are getting the professional experience, you are gaining knowledge back to back, I don't think you should complain. But if you're in the situation, I know of a friend, a female friend. Well, she's seeing Shege at her PPA. And then, you know the worst part, there's even a male copper in her PPA that is just like an antagonist. The guy, oh God. You know when the devil wants to deal with you, when you're having peace of mind, the devil will just rise one special being and put it at your side.
Copper doing another
Copper doing copper. You can
I used to hear this thing in maybe CDS CLO trying to show copper shag and all that, but not in PPA now. Come on, we are all
PPA,
coppers,
yeah,
right?
coppers.
Everybody's copper. So
No,
why you?
There are some special beings though that we are sleek. They don't know when to draw the line. They will overdo things because you just want to be the best person. I mean, come on, nobody's competing. But then this, my friend, God will be her muscle. Because
no.
with that sort of situation, I mean, come on, she wouldn't want to be going to work every day, and I wouldn't blame her. You get?
Yeah.
And then I have this other male friend. He's PPA.
About it.
That one self, like even if they go to work, there's absolutely nothing to do there.
Serious.
Like imagine you burning transport every day, you're going to work.
Why
You're
do
not
you
getting
Just
still
any
go?
sit and
knowledge.
relax.
You have to go because it's part of your attendance for NYSC.
And he's going.
And
You're-
yes.
Because
He has
if
to
you
go.
really don't have anything to do there, so why are you showing up?
My dear, maybe I will call him so that he will tell us why he's still going because he needs to.
I
he
feel
needs
such
to
a
be
person
questioned.
already has something that he is learning. So that person
Yes,
has a place for him
probably.
to stay. I mean, it is
Okay.
the NYC that posted him there. He should
posted
remain
him
there,
there.
and look something to do
Yeah.
for like.
I mean,
like,
my own
for some-
PPA, my own PPA. They posted me there based on the course I studied, mass communication, and I'm like, God, glory be to God.
Communication,
Yeah.
a radio station, TV station.
No, it's an
studio.
entertainment studio, yes. And we thank God. I thank God for posting me there and everything. So I'll just say glory be to God.
You
So far, so
enjoyed
good.
it. How about you, Mr. Moses?
Actually, in my own PPA, I'm a trained teacher, qualified and trained teacher.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't have any problem in my PPA.
Where's your PPA? So you're in school?
Oh, it's Saint Mark Commercial Grammar School.
wow.
So
Teacher.
I swear, teacher.
I'm teaching
I love the fact
SS1.
that you are so proud of it. Do you
Yes. This should be the vibe.
we make this profession look like it's something when they post it to school. Why you
Some
posted
people
I
don't
love
want to
teaching,
serve
though.
in a
I love
school.
teaching.
This should be
Wow.
the vibe. When
Yes,
this
I
is
love
this
it.
shows he's very proud of his
of
people.
what he's doing?
I love
Yes.
teaching. So I'm
See,
teaching.
if I'm allowed to serve, I would love to serve in a school.
You don't.
Yes, so I would love to serve in
You
a
don't
school.
look
You
like
study education.
You don't
Yes,
look
no, I
like
didn't study
it.
education.
Oh.
But like anybody can serve in a school, anybody
so
can
you
actually.
don't- you
No,
don't
don't,
look like
say
it.
that.
Not anybody.
Not everybody can.
Not everybody.
Nah, don't.
I feel
say
it's
that.
the least place you can get posted as a core member. Abi, a school.
Schools. Yeah. Like it's
So
more like
everybody
it's
can.
more like 90% of core members all end up in school.
Yes.
You get, yeah.
But me, I was just praying against school. It's not like I can't teach. I mean, while I was waiting for admission, I did a little bit of teaching.
Okay.
But what I just didn't want to teach because I just don't want to be the reason why somebody will stand up tomorrow and say, "Oh, this teacher taught me and I did not learn this subject."
Anything.
Yes, I had that
You don't want to be
experience.
blamed.
Some people are intelligent, but they don't
Yes.
know how to pass
to communicate.
on.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's-
I have
knowledge.
this experience from my SS1. You see that copper that taught us mathematics.
Wait, how many years ago you see?
They were still blaming the teacher.
And now you're a copper. You're in the same position with this person.
You didn't have the experience.
I hated
No,
mathematics.
I know. I had the experience, but mine was a good one. Then I have one other female copper that she wasn't teaching us, but everybody, the class she was teaching, everybody was complaining that about this one she just find nothing, no book for her. Like, do you get this kind of this?
Me, I like biology. My biology teacher in my secondary school, she doesn't know how to teach.
The
I'm
teacher
sorry
or the
to say.
copper?
Sir, Ma, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. she's very intelligent, but she don't know how to pass on that
copper,
knowledge.
right? She was
No,
a
no.
copper.
When
Okay,
my
the
second,
teacher
like, I'm just
itself.
saying yes.
Okay.
So I'm just like trying to.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to pass on the knowledge, but like she's very. You know that this teacher knows this thing, but she don't know how to teach. So I get what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
Not everybody can teach.
Yes, not everybody.
Not everybody can teach.
So you wouldn't want to be the reason why the students
Nah,
get
I
the
don't
best
want
from
We not
the
get-
course,
Yes.
And they remember her all through
I
their life.
swear.
This teacher
Even
knows
if
her
you see
thing.
me, even if you see me on the road, teacher, you go even stone me because I don't teach you well. So,
So
no.
okay, the big question here is this 77K, is it a relief or just another added figure? Is it a relief?
Actually, to my own side, it's a big relief. Big.
Big one.
Yes.
So a
Big
round
one.
applause for the DG and federal
Oh,
government.
yeah. Kudos to
Not
them.
to
On
you.
that.
Thank you.
Kudos to
I swear
them.
it's a big relief.
What would
Big
you
one.
advise okay, if you are
No, sorry, I think I have this.
okay, you have a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you are given an opportunity to meet the DG, 1 minute communication with the DG. So let's assume the DG is watching us right now. What are you going to do?
You have anything to say to the DG?
Well, you know the DG.
Sorry, because I remember there was a new DG,
Yes,
right,
exactly, that's
that
what I wanted to
implemented
say.
this,
Yeah.
not even
Yes,
the old one. So
yes.
what would be your comments to the DG?
To the old DG, right?
No,
Or
to
the
the
new?
new DG.
DG.
First
Yes.
of
We
all,
only have one
let's give a word to the old DG.
The old DG.
Okay, both of them first.
To the old DG.
I see where you're going to.
I'm not going anywhere.
I see what you are doing right
See,
now.
if she has no comments on that, if you have a message,
Is
for the-
no for the old DJ? Oh well, he did his best.
okay.
But for the new DJ, it's actually a very good move. I mean, you are not even 1 month into office, and this got implemented. We applaud you for that, and we hope on more increments. They shouldn't stop at 77. They can take it to 100.
100K, right?
It's something. It's an effort.
Okay. Do you have any comments for the new DJ?
Yes, I am. And the thing is, maybe they should just try and assess all these PPA before they posted, and like before they post all this commemorative. Because we have some PPA that they don't have all this standard, and they are posting commemorate to that place.
Yeah.
They have nothing to gain. They have nothing to, like, in terms of accommodation. Okay, for instance, in Edo State, any commemorate that is serving in a police school, they normally have a separate corpus law for them. So you don't have to go outside and then and get.
Okay.
But in this state, it's not like that. So maybe they should just try and assess all those PPE. Okay. Whether assuming we give you 5 commemorate, we'll be able to do this for them, their monthly this thing. Like, there should be like.
I guess.
So you advise that PPA should provide accommodation for core members.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the state coordinators should follow up on it, because most times PPAs will tell you they'll pay corpers 1 million. At the end of the day, they'll pay them 5K.
Yeah.
The state coordinators should also follow up on that. Yeah. To make sure it's
Because
being
I
implemented.
even I got to know that there are some core members that used to have difficulty in getting accommodations. They're always like basically stranded. It's even all these family houses, churches that used to come to their rescue, and you will wonder. I mean, NYC posted you to a certain place and there is no accommodation for you, when they already told their PPAs to like make sure that they provide accommodation for the core members.
It's always on your call-up letter.
Right?
Yes.
It's always there.
It's always there.
But they
On the
keep
letter
neglecting
stated
that
your
fact.
PPA should provide you with an
Accommodation,
or
yeah.
monetary value of the
that
Of that
accommodation.
accommodation, yes.
That's true.
Most
So
core
that means-
members are
that means,
suffering.
okay, thank you for bringing this up. I think that should be looked into legally to ensure that this, because if that is being done, I think 77K should go a long way, because
Yes.
at the end of the day, you know, you're paying rent for like 200, 300K rent.
Is it the
Exactly.
total package, or let's not even talk about
200, 300. He can't
especially
even
when
get
they
you a
see core
good self-con.
members, right?
Yes, it can't. It
Oh.
can't get you a good self-con.
And especially for those ones in the city itself.
Exactly.
So I think this should be looked into. PPA should provide accommodation for their core members or monetary value equivalent to their. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I have a question. As you guys are already serving, what would you advise the prospective core members that are preparing to come for this NYC? What
Those ones
advice
that
do
are
you have
rushing
for
for
them?
registration now?
Yes, now
Like,
they're already buying their khaki.
Their khaki.
No, it's not even buying khaki. Sorry, they are white and white.
sorry, yeah, or everything they will need.
Every night they will test it on the mirror to see how they look. What advice do you have for them? Tell them, make them hear.
Actually, to me, actually we have different motive of coming for this NYC. There's some people that like you just need the certificate. You need it.
Yeah.
Like whatsoever they want to, like you want to go for outside, you actually need. So if you're the type that depend on that, try and come. It's just a year sufferness. Just try.
Suffer.
No.
Suffering.
That's it.
NYC
Just a year.
is not a grant for suffering.
It stands in our
It's not a grant for that.
It's under the sun or in the
But there's more shaking in it,
no.
actually.
There's
like,
always shaking in everything.
You see
Though
the
their own is
excitement in
extreme.
camp once you're out of camp.
No, camp
that's
is the
it.
best part of NYSC. I'm not going to lie.
Wow.
Camp is the best part
But
of
that's for
NYSC.
you, because I think there are other persons that have a different perspective, that they felt the camp was so like 23 years.
Some don't even used to stay up to
some of-
3 days and they
Yeah,
will just
they-
exit.
I enjoy Camp though.
I swear. Anybody that I'm so sorry, don't be offended. Anybody that not enjoy camp just made themselves an island. I just feel so. Because when you're involved in camp activities, you see the fun in
These
camp.
21 days with,
I mean,
with
why
rice
wouldn't you
and bread
enjoy
every
it?
day.
It's just like a once in a lifetime
Yeah,
experience. Even if others are seeing Shege, I used to tell myself that, okay, if people are seeing Shege in this particular thing, me, if I go for that thing, I'm going to see the fun part of it. If there are people that experience the fun part of it, I'll be part of those people.
So it depends on what you make out of the experience you have. Do you
Yeah.
get?
Exactly.
It can be tiring, it can be, but you are not the only person. Do you get? You
You
see
are not.
everybody doing the same thing. So just be excited
Just
over
do
it,
it.
take the
Exactly.
fun out of it. That's
Exactly.
feeling. I know
I
the
swear.
whole pressure of waking up by 3 o'clock. Is it 3 or 5 o'clock?
Yeah, no,
and then till 10
When you're
p.m.
cool.
before you have rest.
And there's free
then
food serve, right?
Then-
There's free food.
They
I
give
feed
people
them very
free food in
well.
camp
That's
now.
true.
Which free food?
And 3 square meal.
Anyways,
No,
comment
for
down-
my own camp, oh, wow, their food was actually nice compared to the
Wow.
stories we heard.
Are you
Yes.
serious?
The food was nice. It was nice. Then, if for people who want to come for NYSC, my own advice is if you have a skill, hold it very tight. You see, that skill is going to be your lifesaver. Even if you don't have anybody sending money to you at home or anywhere, when you get to camp, advertise yourself with that skill. Make sure you do that. It's going to take you a long way. And then also have plan B, so that if you are being posted to wherever and your PPA is not offering you allowance, salary or anything, you have something that will at least sustain you for the meantime. Then you have a job you are doing that is giving you more money. Keep doing it. Thank you.
That thing is, if you do not need the certificate, don't bother to come.
Yeah.
Just
But it's
You
a
don't need
necessity
a
as a graduate.
Yeah.
NYSC is a necessity. If you,
I
if,
think
if,
that's for those working in a corporate body.
yes.
Yeah,
like
okay.
it's only when
But
you want
if
to
you are
be-
self-employed, you have your job.
Just
you don't
Or
need-
you can
Self-employed,
apply
yeah.
for a letter of exemption and they'll give you your
but
certificate.
that's given for 30 years and above.
Yes,
now.
and
yes.
So
maybe when you get to 30, you're not gonna apply.
No, they
that
can never
30
give you.
that
No.
30, I think that 30 is from when you finish your
Yes,
first
yes, school.
degree.
Yes.
Your BSc,
Okay.
not your current age.
can-
So even if
Okay.
you are 40 and you did not finish before 30, you can still go back
Okay,
to
you
camp.
can still
I
go
think
back.
I
Oh,
saw
okay.
and I think a guy in his 40s in camp.
In
once,
camp,
and, yeah.
wow, are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
But those
Oh,
ones.
yeah. Because I know someone that is actually 33, but that one is a long story, sha. Yeah, so now she's 7.
yeah. Thank you guys. Do you guys have anything to, anything that maybe we've not asked that this
You want
is
to
a
talk
ground
about, yeah.
for you to like pour out to
LG,
say
what's happening for 1 year.
say
and
anything
what's
you
been
want
happening.
to say.
Actually, I wanted to say something, but it escaped my mind that time. The thing is, that lady that went online and do this thing.
Anthony, yeah.
To
Riot,
me,
riot.
yeah,
Riot.
yeah. To me, it wasn't this thing that make the federal government to pay this thing.
It was
Okay, you're saying it wasn't what
Yes,
she did.
yes. I
Okay.
think it was just a coincidence.
Coincidence.
Yes,
That's what
nobody
you
can.
think.
Yes, nobody can force federal government to do anything.
Okay.
I think it was part of their plan actually. They would have budgeted for it, or maybe this coming month we are going to pay them, and the video just came up. To me, look, like it can't force federal government to do things.
Yeah, but prior to her coming out to talk about it, they've been promising us. I mean, if we remember what happened in Lekki Toll Gate 2020, a couple of youths were killed and government properties were destroyed. Trust me, if that girl hadn't done what she did, because as at that month, I don't know, but there was this scarcity of money that every copper was experiencing. And the next thing would have been to go to the streets and constitute nuisance. I feel he came at the right time. She might have been what pushed it, though. She might not have been what pushed it, but thank God that 7K is being paid now.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And with that, we have come to the end of today's podcast. Thank you for staying with us. Actually, we've said a lot, questioned a lot, and I believe that we all have been able to gain one or two. So thank you guys for staying with us for today. Until next time, stay blessed.